Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel, to my videos, and coming to me for personal readings. I've had several new people start coming to me this week, so it's been great being able to help you. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link to my booking site is in the description, as well as a link to my Instant Go, which is for if you only just need a few tarot cards to answer your question. Now, before I get into the reading, I did want to mention that I have been thinking about possibly making live readings available. That's something that's kind of come up a little bit from a few people, and then also who have emailed, and then also because I did do a live stream earlier in March. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. I would test it first with a few people, just seeing how it goes, and then if that goes well, then I would be open to having certain days for live readings, and it would be through Skype. The only thing is I am on the East Coast in the US, so if you are in a different time zone or in the US or a different time zone in a different country, then it would be more about finding the right time. But do let me know if that's something you're interested in. And I would have the trial readings probably, or the test readings next weekend, I think. So let me know about that in the comments, or email me and let me know about that. So yeah, to get more into the reading, this is going to be for the Divine Feminine. And I already did the Divine Masculine one, and it's definitely seemed ringing true now that we are in Mercury Retrograde. The first day is today, the 23rd, and the Mercury Retrograde is just about reviewing, thinking about things that happened in the past, possible people coming back from your past to just kind of reminisce or review of what happened between you and them. Mercury Retrograde does get kind of a bad rap because people are like, well, there are delays in communication, delays in transport, you may lose things, things may break. That happens, that could happen anytime, but also people may be a little bit hesitant to do things like starting a relationship in Mercury Retrograde, or signing a contract or something like that. But I always say, now I say, because I already went through my periods where I was super into Mercury Retrograde and overthinking things, it's really just about using your discretion, giving yourself enough time, enough leeway to really have all the information to make an informed decision for whatever you do. So definitely try not to get too wrapped up into the hype of Mercury Retrograde. Things will happen, but you just kind of roll with the punches. And I mean, we're on this twin flame journey, so we know what that's like. We know how to do that. So for this reading, I am going to be using a deck that I haven't used in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to be using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart card, and I'm just going to get a couple cards from there, and then I'll clarify with my tarot cards, and yeah, we'll see what's going on. So we're going to see what's going on with the Divine Feminine Collective. What's going on with the Divine Feminine Collective right now? What's their energy like? What are the things that are coming up? What are the things they're doing? Divine Feminine Collective. And if you already saw my Divine Masculine reading, you will have known that it was quite long, so I will try not to make it so long. But if it turns out being long, please bear with me. Divine Feminine Collective. Okay. So what's going on right now with the Divine Feminine Collective? Divine Feminine Collective. Divine Feminine Collective. Divine Feminine Collective. One more card. There we go. wow. Okay. So, the bottom of the deck is Simply Love. Okay, so that's the Six of Cups, and it definitely goes with all of the other cards that we got. Six of Cups, Simply Love. It's about staying in your heart space when you're connecting with others, just being from that place where you know that love is the most important thing, getting out of your ego, focusing on relationships and nurturing them, getting back to like the root important thing that you should keep in mind as you're interacting with others. It's just about the love, it's just about the positivity, about the happiness, and you're reconnecting to this right now. So let's go just an overview of all the cards, and then we'll go one by one. So the first card is Blossom 20. So this would be like the Judgment card in the traditional tarot deck. The next card we have is the Five of Cups, Change Your Focus. The next card we have is the Heart Chakra. And the last card we have is the Two of Cups, which is Coming Together. Okay, so the first card, okay, Blossom. So this is the Judgment card. So with this card, it's really about realizing that it's almost like manifesting. It's like allowing yourself to change, allowing yourself to grow, allowing yourself to get to the next stage in your journey, in your life. So you're not going to be holding, Divine Feminine, you're not holding yourself back anymore in terms of making changes. You're not afraid to make the final call, to make a decision, to stand up for yourself, whether that's to friends, to family, regarding a job. You're not afraid to make a decision that kind of puts the line in the sand that says, this is a turning point. And also, it's like you're not afraid to, it's almost like you're not afraid to either go for something different. It's like you're really putting a line in the sand to say, you know what, I'm at the point where I have to blossom now. I have to do my own thing. And if my own thing, if that pathway to that, whatever that goal is, whatever I need to be doing, if it's away from you, then it's away from you. If it's towards you, then that's great. Because you're really putting yourself on the pedestal, Divine Feminine, to say, I need to do me. I need to blossom. I'm not going to dull my shine anymore. I'm not going to wait anymore. If I need to grow in a different direction, then I'm going to grow in a different direction. If I need to do something that's going to allow me to shine the way I need to shine, that's going to, and that's a connection to the Divine Masculine reading out, kind of, but if I need to do something that's going to help me grow, help me nurture and provide a new life, a new beginning to myself somehow, then I'm going to do that. And it's interesting because before this, I was talking about, the Mercury Retrograde and how you need to just use your discernment. And I feel like this is the culmination of using your discernment, Divine Feminine. You reviewed, you reflected, you let it sit, and then you're like, you know what, I need to blossom. Sometimes it means I need to blossom away from you. I need to go in my own direction. I'm feeling empowered. I'm feeling like the most important thing is for me to have this stability that I want, is for me to be able to live with myself. And it's really interesting. I feel like this just feels like so much more than this feels like just like a turning point. And it's interesting because I've been feeling this as well. I've been feeling like 2018 has been like a change in the game, especially the last few weeks. It's just been like, now I know what to do. And I feel like this is that energy. It's like divine feminine. It's like we're in that energy of I know what to do, and it would be nice if you're here, but if you're not here, that's cool too. You're really putting yourself back on the front foot. It's like you're giving yourself all of the chances that you've been maybe not doing in the past. You're putting your own self growth and empowerment on the forefront. That is really great. And let me know in the comments, of course, as things resonate with you. So let's get a clarification card. So what is this Blossom card about for the Divine Feminine? What is this Blossom card about for the Divine Feminine? What is this Blossom card about for the Divine Feminine? Okay, Six of Wands in reverse. And I feel like I said, this is the turning point with this Judgment card. You're making the final call. You're finally making a decision, a judgment on the things that are going to allow you to transform and flourish the way you need to. Before, there's an energy like maybe you weren't completely putting yourself out there to receive all of the success and victory that you deserved. Bottom of the deck is Ten of Cups, so especially emotionally in terms of your relationships and connections with others. It could definitely be related to your twin flame, of course, but I feel like this is more than that. This is more than that. This is more about who you're connecting to. It's like if you're around me and you're in a bad vibe, or you're just like not the support that I need, you're not really here for me, then I'm going to shift. If you're not going to nurture me, then get out the way. You're not in this mood anymore where you're willing to not be satisfied, to not have victory, to not have success in your life. And if someone is not wanting this success for you, then you're ready to like transmute that and transform your situation so that they're not there. Because I feel like this is about that emotional, you want that emotional satisfaction. You don't want to just be fine materially. You want to be fine emotionally in how you're relating to others. So let's get a card from the Rider-Waite deck as well. So what else is this Blossom card about for the Divine Feminine? What else is this what else is this Blossom card about for the Divine? And this card I saw when I was shuffling, Strength. So, like I said, you're tapping into your own strength, Divine Feminine, so that you can transform the things and make the final judgment calls on things. Make it a turning point in your life. You're having the strength to do that right now. And if you aren't currently, you're starting to tap into that strength so that you can begin transforming your environment, so that you can begin really blossoming into the person that you want to be. And we have the Hanged Man in reverse as the bottom of the deck. So it's like you've kind of learned your lesson. You've finished a spiritual journey regarding this aspect, and that you've realized that you can't be somewhere where you're not fully getting to your complete potential. You've realized that. You've learned that lesson, so to speak. And why is the Six of Wands in reversed? Knight of Cups. So it's like And I really don't feel like this is just regarding your divine masculine. This is a general how you are relating to other people. Divine feminine. So with this Knight of Cups, clarifying the Six of Wands in reverse. So it's like you have been you've been not going to your full potential, right? You haven't been having success and really nurturing yourself to your fullest potential. And that's because I feel like you've been this Knight of Cups, divine feminine. You've been offering your cup to other people and they've kind of let you down. They've let you down. They haven't been reciprocating that, the full essence of what you're giving to them. So you've had no victory in that. And that's why you're needing to change how you're interacting with others. That's why you're needing to go after and nurture the things that are really going to allow you to blossom, that are going to allow you to get towards your goals and aspirations. It's like you've been giving to something that wasn't successful because they weren't really helping you nurture yourself, helping you blossom as a person. Yep, bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands. It's like you were giving your cup to someone, you were trying to be a good person in whatever your connection was to someone, but at the end of the day, you ended up just holding these Ten of Wands. You ended up, and I'm getting like punching bag. I don't think that's the right word. I think it's like you just ended up being, it's like you ended up holding up your end of the bargain, but they weren't. You're dealing with their ego. You're dealing with all of these other 3D challenges that really didn't have to do with the connection itself. And that led to you not having success on your own part because you were giving so much and not getting what you deserved in return. And so now your energy is coming into this blossom energy where you're ready to transform. You're ready to call off the things that don't work anymore, to blossom yourself, to nurture yourself, to create the new beginnings in life within yourself that you know you can achieve, that you will achieve, that you deserve to achieve. So what else is this Blossom card about? What else is this Blossom card about for the Divine Feminine Collective? What else is this Blossom card about for the Divine Feminine Collective? What else is this Blossom card about? You realize this is the key, Divine Feminine. That the key is that if someone isn't going to give you what you deserve, what you want, then you realize that the key is for you to be strong and to instead blossom on your own. Blossom doing your own thing. Bottom of the deck is the House. So I feel like you realize that the key to your own stability. And that's really blossoming and nurturing things on your own, transforming things on your own, so you get to your own highest potential. Whatever that means, whatever changes you need to make. Okay, so the next card is the Five of Cups, Change Your Focus. So with this Five of Cups, Change Your Focus, it's Divine Feminine. So similar to this Blossom card where you're ready to change things in your life so that it's nurturing and blossom and allowing you to blossom to your highest potential, you're changing your focus. You're leaving the things that have been dissatisfying to you, the things that have been disappointing to you, the things that have been making you feel like emotionally unstable, emotionally unhappy, unsatisfied. You're leaving those things behind. You're shifting your focus to the things that actually make you feel satisfied, to the things that actually make you feel happy, to the things that really deserve your attention. So let's get a card from the Crystal Visions Tarot. And 10 of Wands popped out, just so you know. What is this change your focus card about for the Divine Feminine Collective? What is... Now, look at that. That popped all the way right out, the Death card. Yeah, you're changing your focus. You're ending the attention that you've been giving to something that's emotionally dissatisfied, to the things that make you sad, to whatever it is that's making you feel like you can't, making you feel wanting more. You're changing your focus from that. You're shifting to the things that actually make you feel happy. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups. You're seeing what else is out there. You're seeing what else actually deserves your attention and your love and your energy. And you're ending your attention that was going to the things that didn't make you feel so great. So let's get a card for this. So why is this Death card? I mean, we know why the Death card is, but in relation to this change your focus, what is that about really? This change your focus. Okay, so we have 7 of Wands. Bottom of the deck. Wow, we have the Death card again. And I feel like with this, it's like you're needing, it's almost like you need to stop defending something. You may need to stop defending a connection you have to something or someone Divine Feminine. It's like if something isn't making you feel good, isn't making you feel supported and nourished and making you feel like you can achieve something, if it's draining you, then not only do you need to change your focus from it, you need to stop defending your connection to it. So, if you, let's say this is a friend. If this friend feels draining to you, feeling like you give a lot to the friend, but the friend doesn't give back to you, or your friend doesn't actually care for you or shows that they care for you the same way you are, like if you're like you do anything for them, but they aren't necessarily giving that same thing to you, you have to change your focus away from them and you have to let things end. But not only just letting things in, you have to stop defending this person's actions. And I feel like this is you defending the other person's actions. Sometimes if it's a situation very close to you, a situation that's been going on, you're willing to stand your ground and defend and try and rationalize whatever that behavior is. You have to stop doing that. You can't just change your focus and say, oh, I'm not going to give it attention anymore. You have to acknowledge and release the want to defend or like rationalize what's happened. Okay? And I want to get another card for this. What else is this change your focus card about? What else is this change your focus? Yeah. You have to stop trying to heal something that needs to end. Heal something that isn't satisfying to you. You have to stop trying to heal something that is draining on you. You have to change your focus back to healing yourself. Queen of Pentacles. It's like you've been trying to heal a situation thinking that if you do something more, then you're going to get like a different reaction. Maybe thinking that if you give something more to a friend, then they're going to turn their actions around. Not saying that that's impossible to happen, but it's like you have to let this situation end, and if it's supposed to start back up again, then it will. You have to really drop everything with whatever the situation is, whatever this emotional drain on you, Divine Feminine. And you have to really work on healing yourself. And healing yourself and focusing on the things that make you happy, that's going to lead you to connections that are more reciprocal in nature. Okay? Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you, or resonates with something that you've been feeling or experiencing. So what else does this change your focus about? So it definitely is about you, Divine Feminine. Bottom of the deck is the Park, so social things. So like I said, it's about relationships with others that you are interacting with. Not just romantic, all relationships in your life. Does any other card want to come out? Change your focus. Okay, so we got 3 cards. So we have the Dog. This also came out for the Divine Masculine. So it's definitely something you're feeling some type of companionship with at the very least. Then we have the Child, which is about daydreaming and fantasies about things. And we have the Mountain, which is about obstacles, hindrances. So part of the thing you need to be changing your focus from, Divine Feminine, is someone, possibly a male energy or just like a male friend, that you've been loyal to and that you feel loyal to, because they are creating some type of block for you. And I also feel like for some Divine Feminine, this Change Your Focus card is about your Divine Masculine needing to remove the focus away from your Divine Masculine and just go into that blossom energy where you're just focusing on yourself. So some of you, for some of you Divine Feminines, it's definitely like a family or a friend or some other male energy in your life that you're needing to change your focus off of. For others of you Divine Feminine, it's your Divine Masculine that you're needing to kind of detach from. And I feel like all of us are in different stages of this, so please, just take what resonates. Some of you, it definitely is your Divine Masculine you need to detach from and change your focus away from. For others of you, it's just some other friend or person in your life that you're needing to turn away from a little bit, needing to step back from. Okay, and bottom of the deck is the Ring. So it definitely could be, like I was saying, Divine Masculine that you are focusing on, that you're needing to change your attention away from a bit. And remember, as you take your attention away from them, away from whoever this is, then you're going to start healing yourself and attracting the more reciprocal relationships that you're wanting. And of course, it's going to take you more on the journey of the things that make you happy, and it's going to allow you to blossom and develop yourself even more when you detach from the things that are causing you sadness. Okay, so let's go to the next card. So, and like these last cards, starting with the 5 of Cups, I mean, they're all green, they're all heart-based, they're all emotions-based. And this one is the actual heart chakra. So for some of you Divine Feminine, you are tapping into your heart chakra. You are thinking and really reviewing, I feel like, things from your heart space. And it is Mercury Retrograde. It is that time for reviewing and going back over things. So for some of you, you may be going back over and looking at things from your heart perspective. So seeing what the things are you need to heal within your heart, seeing how, if your heart chakra is open or closed, seeing how it got to be that way. And also some of you are just activating your heart chakra a bit more, balancing it out. So that's the heart chakra card again. Starting to be open and practicing how to be open with your heart chakra. Self-love, self-affirmations are important. And I feel like I've heard self-affirmations so much. And it's true, they're very effective and they work. And I feel like I'm going to start doing that again. So definitely do self-affirmations if you feel like that resonates with you. So let's get a clarifying card for this heart chakra card. What is this heart chakra card about for the Divine Feminine Collective? What is this heart chakra card about for the Divine Feminine Collective? Okay. What is this heart chakra card about? Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you are wanting to actually open up your heart. You're wanting to... I feel like what some of you are just really working on balancing your heart chakra. And you're wanting to... I feel like it's almost like you're wanting something real from your heart chakra. You're wanting a new beginning, a new start. Like healing all of your inner wounds related to your heart chakra so you can start a new... not like a new life, but so that you can just start a new chapter going forward as a more open and balanced person from their heart space. And the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. So it's definitely you're wanting new beginnings. You're wanting to start a new chapter with a more balanced heart chakra. So you're definitely working on that right now. And if you aren't, definitely, or if you are wanting to, there are definitely a lot of great like binaural beats and meditations on YouTube that can really just help to open your heart chakra and balance it out so that you can have this new beginning, a new chapter in how you relate to others and how you relate to yourself. So let's get a card for the heart chakra. What is this heart chakra card about for the Divine Feminine Collective? What is this heart chakra about for the Divine Feminine Collective? Okay, I just get so many cards I wanted to flip out. Okay, so the first card is the Hierophant in reverse. Then the next card is the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I feel like this is about Divine Feminine. So you're, opening up your heart chakra, working on balancing your heart chakra, making it stronger. And it's like as you are doing that, you're becoming less locked into the 3D things, the 3D standards that are telling you what you should be acting on, what you should be doing. You're starting to act more from a heart chakra place instead of acting from a what do people expect me to do type of place. Similarly, we have the King of Swords in reverse. And I feel like this is the same thing. The King of Swords upright is very logical, clear, and direct. But I feel like with this King of Swords in reverse, clarifying the heart chakra, it's like you're not going to be impacted by trying to use logic to deal with matters of the heart. It's like letting the heart chakra do the heart chakra thing and leaving your mind out of it, leaving the expectations or standards of others out of it, and just focus on let the heart chakra doing its own thing to start a new beginning, to start a new chapter. You're not trying to balance your head with your heart. It's like opening your heart chakra from a place where it can breathe and it can lead you to places that you need to be going. You're not being led by the mind or by other people. You're being led by your own heart, by your own instinct about what things are. And I want to get another card. What else is this heart chakra card about? Yep, the moon. That one was a little slow to come out, but this is the one that came. So we also got this for the Divine Masculine, interestingly enough. But for you, Divine Feminine, with this moon card, it's like you're not being led by any deception anymore. You're not going to be overcome by lies and stuff. You're going to be led by your intuition. You're going to be led by your heart. You're not going to be led by the things of the world. Bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. It's because you found a new perspective on the whole matter. You found out that trying to balance your head with your heart, what other people say versus what you want to do, that it doesn't work. And it seems like you found out that regarding your environment with the Blossom card, how you need to let things blossom in your life, and you need to let a situation that you've been giving to that hasn't been successful, that hasn't been emotionally fulfilling, you need to let that end. You also need to use that as a lesson to say, let my intuition guide me. Don't let other people guide me. Using your own discernment again. Very important. So now let's get a card for the heart chakra. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we have the Sun. So you've realized that this is the key. And you're starting to get really anchored in and like trusting yourself even more, Divine Feminine. And this is the direction you're going in, where you're starting to communicate from your heart. You're starting to let your heart lead you on things instead of other people. And the bottom of the deck again is the House. So it's like you're letting it lead you, and it's almost like you're feeling more stable in doing so. Stable in leading from your heart. Stable in listening to your inner guidance, which is really, really positive. So now let's go to the last card. So this is the Two of Cups coming together. So it's like after all of these things, I feel like the root we knew from the bottom of the deck is simply love. But another way of looking at it is that you're looking at how you are coming together with other people. You're looking at the love and relationships and connections you have with other people, because ultimately you do want to come together in a positive way with love, whether it's, friend love, family love, romantic partner love. Love with your Divine Masculine. And I feel like this is something you're really being reflective on. And it's as you are reflecting on coming together, on the relationships you have, on how you are interacting with others, on if you feel loved or not, if they are showing love or not, if this is balanced or not. As you do all of that, that's how you're getting to these other cards where you're able to start really assessing what's going on. It's like if you don't, again, with the retrograde, you're like going over things in your head. You're thinking about, how do I interact with so-and-so? How can I get to the place that I want to be with them? Whether, again, it's a friend or a job or whatever. It's about how you are able to, with harmony, interact with other people, and how you can improve the relationships that you are engaged with right now. Can you move on and come together, or is this the place where you need to make the judgment call and say, I need to nurture myself and allow myself to blossom in a way that we don't have the same type of connection anymore? So let's get a card from the Crystal Visions deck. So what is this coming together card about? What is this coming together card about for the Divine Feminine Collective? We got quite a few cards. Okay, so we have the Star again. So it's like, as you are assessing these things, you're looking at what can be healed, what's going to get you to the relationship that you want with this person. Page of Pentacles, what can actually be manifested from this situation? What kind of results can you expect to happen if you were to heal the situation? The World, can you start a new cycle with this person? It's almost like, is this this is a feasibility test? Ten of Wands, what are the things that make you feel burdened regarding this relationship, this connection you're having with someone else that you're thinking about? And the Two of Pentacles, can this be balanced from here? Where do we go from here? And the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like the wheel turning. So sometimes as you're assessing relationships and you're seeing, can we come together or not? Can we heal the situation or not? What are the current burdens? Can we balance them? Can we start a new cycle? Can we manifest a new cycle? Is there something that we can do to improve it? Sometimes you see that you can't, and that's when your karmic wheel turns and it's like, okay, our contract is over. I've learned the lesson. It's time for me to blossom elsewhere. Other times it's like, yeah, we can move on from here, and it's great. And you say, okay, let's do this again. Let's blossom together. Let's keep this going. Let's come together. So let's get a card for what is this coming together card about for this Divine Feminine Collective. What is this coming together card about? Coming together. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. It's about a new beginning, a new real beginning that shows that something different is going to happen. Okay, so then we got Queen of Wands in reversed, King of Pentacles in reversed, and the Hanged Man. So this is literally, and these three came out together, separate from the Ace of Wands. So on one side, Divine Feminine, you're evaluating the things, the relationships with others you have with this coming together card. And on one side, you're saying, yeah, we can start a new beginning. And on the other side, you're seeing the situation for what it is from a different perspective than you have in the past. And you're seeing that this isn't the type of, this isn't stable. This relationship isn't stable. It doesn't provide you with security. You don't feel safe. You don't feel like this is a partnership that is, I'm getting like faithful. And you don't feel, okay, so this Queen of Wands was also in the Divine Masculine's reading. So you also have someone that you don't feel is, that you may feel is too unstable, is too short-tempered, is maybe trying to manipulate with emotions, with their temper. And you're seeing, it's like you're seeing someone's actions, you're seeing the truth of someone's actions from, it was like this, from a new perspective. So you either fall into this bucket or you fall into this bucket. But either way, you're reviewing and reflecting on your relationships and how you can come together, how you can heal the relationship, how you can address any misunderstandings or imbalances, how you could possibly forgive. And you assess, and then you go into one of the two buckets. And then after that, you go to this Blossom card and you decide, you're coming with me or you're not. And then you're changing your focus onto that which is positive, that which is going to allow you to nurture yourself more and transform yourself more. And that all comes also from you listening to your heart chakra, listening to balancing your heart chakra, allowing it to speak to you, allowing yourself to follow its guidance about the people you need to come together with or not go together with, or just the things and ways you need to transform. In the bottom of the deck for the cards clarifying the coming together, so for these three and for the Ace of Pentacles, it's the High Priestess. We also got this a few times for the Divine Masculine. So listening to your inner guidance, listening to that psychic intuition. And that's something that came through pretty well for both of the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. So, yep. The decision card. So this coming together is about a decision you have to make about the relationships in your life. Yep. The tomb, the casket. We also got this for the Divine Masculine. There are things you're needing to decide what needs to end and what doesn't need to end. That's what Mercury Retrograde is about. You have to figure out, you have to reflect and allow yourself to reflect. And then allow yourself to sit with whatever you find when you're in reflection, when you're in that meditative type of state. Listen to your heart's guidance. Listen to your intuition. And it'll tell you what needs to happen, what decision you need to make, where you need to shift your focus, where you need to develop yourself more. This turned out to be kind of heavy like the Divine Masculine's reading. But again, I mean, this is the energy we're in. It is Mercury Retrograde. It is about remembering. Time almost standing still so that you have the opportunity to remember and go over and review what's happened. And reviewing what's happened will allow you to clarify where you're trying to go from here. So just like I did for the Divine Masculine, I'm going to use my Angel Tarot cards to see what's going to happen, what can we expect basically as this energy continues into the Mercury Retrograde. So what can the Divine Feminine expect as these energies continue in Mercury Retrograde? What can Divine Feminine expect as these energies continue in Mercury Retrograde? Let's get just one card. Okay. I keep getting a lot of things. Let's just get one card, please. What Divine Feminine can expect. There we go. Ego. So this would be the Devil in the regular tarot. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Okay, so with this card, it's like you have to realize that you are not trapped into the connections, into the relationships that you have right now. It's up to you to make the decision. And you should make that decision listening to your highest guidance, listening to your heart chakra, by knowing that you can attract what it is that you want. But you have to make the decision. You are not trapped in these relationships. You have to make this decision for what you want, And after you make the decision for what you want and you get out of any type of sense of entrapment, you're going to release more. You're going to be able to make the things blossom in your life that you're wanting. And I feel like the more, because this ego card came out, the more you deal with these other energies, Divine Feminine, the more you're going to realize that you aren't trapped. The more that you're going to realize that you can decide where you want to go from here. In the bottom of the deck is the Empress. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So yeah, you're going to realize that you aren't trapped, that you can make decisions regarding your connections with others, that whatever doubt that you have about your ability to do this, that it's not true. And it's going to allow you to give birth to your dreams. And I feel like that's this Blossom card. It's going to allow you to transform yourself in ways that you've never imagined. To tap into your own Divine Feminine energy. To combat the things that you thought were big hindrances. To combat any blocks. So that is your reading, Divine Feminine. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. Definitely let me know in the comments. Mercury Retrograde has officially started, and this reading is picking up on that. So I'm interested to hear what your comments are. Definitely let me know if you're interested in the live reading thing, and if you are, then I will put up a few slots for next weekend and we can try it out and see how that goes. If you're interested in a personal reading, then the link to my website is in the description box. Also, the link to my Instant Go, if you just need a few cards, is there as well. So thank you again for watching. It's a long one again, but I hope you enjoyed it and it resonated with you. And I will see you in my next videos, which will be on Sunday.